He's coming back. The good news for you is even though you're unplugged, you'll be going with him when he comes. But encouraging people to stay away from Jesus won't be a good thing. So many things going on here, so many layers to this comment. He's coming back. He's not. Jesus is not coming back, I assure you. I promise you, Jesus is not coming back, because Christians 1,000 years from now will be saying, oh, it's only been 3,000 years, or 3 days, as some will believe. 1,000,000 years from now, they'll say, it's only been just over 1,000,000 years. There's still hope he's coming. People will keep waiting and waiting and waiting. The good news is, every passing generation that Jesus doesn't come during that time, they're going to lose more and more interest. They're going to lose more and more patience. And they're just going to give up on this, because people aren't going to be fooled forever. People believed back in Jesus' day because Jesus' own words promised to his own disciples that before they were gone and in the dirt and fertilizing daisies, that this would all happen, and it didn't happen in their lifetimes, and it's not going to happen in our lifetime either. So he's not coming back. So you're wrong about point number one. Jesus is not coming back. Now, the good news is, even though I'm unplugged, I'll be going with him when he comes. Boy, that sounds almost like an abduction. That sounds so sweet and heartfelt and lovely. I'm telling you, I don't believe in him anymore. I don't want Jesus. So I'm going to go with him when he comes? I guess that's part of my free will. What if I don't want to go with him? What if I'm kicking and screaming? Is Jesus going to take me anyway? Encouraging people to stay away from Jesus won't be a good thing. And this is why I know this God is a sham. This God is a lie. This religion is a lie, in my opinion. Because it's all built on threats. It's all built on guilt, shame, and fear. Guilt, fear, and shame, not always in that order. Usually fear at the top of the list. Encouraging people to stay away from Jesus won't be a good thing. That sounds very, very threatening. Ooh, what is Jesus going to do? What is the good Jesus in his sandals and his robe? The ghost of Jesus coming back. What is he going to do to me? What are you so afraid of? You've conditioned yourself to be so fearful of this God you allegedly adore, devote your life to, and yet it's all predicated on fear. You're led, as most believers are, by the carrot and the stick. The carrot of heaven sitting on Jesus' lap like a little child, sitting on Santa Claus's lap at the mall. And the stick of eternal damnation and eternal suffering for not even misdeeds, not even for so-called sins, but merely for not believing in Santa Claus anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, not believing in Jesus anymore. They're kind of synonymous in my worldview these days, in my philosophical view these days, because they're both equally fictitious. But that's very, very threatening. Encouraging people to stay away from Jesus won't be a good thing. What's going to happen to me? What do you think's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to me? Better question, user 23 blah, 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 blah. Won't even use a real name. What do you hope will happen to me? Because you, like many believers, have this really, really kind of cruel streak to you when you get right down to it. And you want something bad to happen to me. When you say encouraging people to stay away from Jesus won't be a good thing, what do you mean by that? Be a little more descriptive. Tell me what you think will happen to me, what I deserve to have happen to me for what you consider encouraging people to stay away from Jesus. I just encourage people to think critically and logically and use their own brains instead of letting the Bible do their thinking for them. But be a little more colorful, a little more descriptive in your next comment. I can't wait to read it.